that's what this whole video is going to be about. Just me answering some questions that you guys maybe have commented down below. And I'll try to do my best to answer them the best I can. So the first question that's being brought to me is from LL Stash Larry. And the question is, question for you, Mark. When looking at an order, what do you see that makes you want to take it? Okay. So there is 3 different things that I look for when it comes to an order, especially when it comes to Spark. So I'm particularly going to talk about Walmart Spark here. So I do look at the mileage ratio. I try to keep it at $2 or maybe just a little bit less a mile, because that is to go to the place and to come back. So I do try to do that. Second, I look at the type of the order. So there's usually 4 different types of orders that you can get at Walmart Spark. So you can either pick curbside pickup, which usually has a bundle pack. So you'll pick up, so your order will be like maybe 3 different deliveries to 3 different places. Or I look to see if it's a pharmacy, or if I look to see if it's a shopping order, or I look to see if it's a bulk order where you get a bunch of orders into one, and you might go to 15 different places with only one order, or with only one package to drop off. That's kind of what I look at, whichever one makes sense to me. After I look at the mileage, if the mileage doesn't make sense, then I'm not going to take that order. Third type is the items that are in the order. So if you get an order that is like 6 items and it's a shopping and it's for $15 and it's only for 3 miles away, I'm doing that. I'm going to do that order. Now, if it's a curbside pickup and it's 115 items and it's for $24, but the mileage is like 20 miles, I'm not doing that order. I won't do that order. I might do it if it's like maybe 5 miles, that type of order, but I'm not doing anything crazy, because I don't like to do the big orders myself, because I'm in a truck, and my truck bed can only hold so much because I've got them totes, and then back here in the back can only hold so much because it's a truck. So that's kind of what I do with Walmart Spark orders. So hopefully that answers your question on how I determine if I'm going to pick a Walmart Spark order or not. Next question is from SKA Punk. He's my buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. So here's another question. So it says, can you refuse any job you want to and go on and off at any app without any problems or any sanctions? So with Walmart Spark, yeah, you can go on and off anytime you want to. You just assign yourself in, you turn it on, and you're ready to go. Uber Eats and Uber Drive, if you do like, pick up people, yeah, you can start anytime you want to. You don't have to make a shift. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just get on anytime you want to. Roadie, you can get on anytime you want to. Just log in and you're ready to go. The only one that I've ran into to where I need to usually set a schedule, a block schedule, is DoorDash. Unless there's a busy time. If there's a busy time, then more than likely you can get on. But you might not get really good orders because it is a busy time and there's a lot of drivers already out there, so it's saturated. But as far as taking orders, there is a metric with accepted rates on each one of those apps. Roadie doesn't really hurt you too much on if you accept or if you don't accept. I haven't seen anything as far as hurting you. The only thing it does is you sign in, and when you see an order, you kind of accept that order, and then you have to wait 15 minutes to see if they accept you to take that order or not. So I don't know if it's up to the app or if it's up to the customer that decides who determines who gets that, what driver gets that. But that's how Roadie works. Walmart Spark, you pretty much, your metrics doesn't really matter that much. You just get your orders and you're ready to go. They'll send you a pop-up order. You say yes or no if you want it. That's pretty much it. There is 3 different types though. There is a waiting time. You have to wait on Walmart Spark. You have to wait like a minute to see if you can get it or not. You just have to wait till everybody gets a chance to look at it, see if they want it or not. There is there's an order type where it's just you exclusively that can get it at that time. Usually you get about 30 seconds to decide if you want that job or not. And then there's a round robin one where pretty much everybody has a chance at the same time, and you guys just hurry up and just get it if you want that order or not. If not, then it's gone. DoorDash, the way DoorDash is set up, they will, it's based on your AR, your metrics. So what you do is they'll pop up a order for you. I think it's around 30 seconds, 40 seconds, somewhere around there. You get to decide if you want that or not. If you decide that you don't want it, let's say you decline it, because there's a little button up top. It says, do you want to decline this? You decline it. It will tell you, hey, your AR metric can go down if you decline this order. If you decline it, your metric will go down. Same way if you let the timer run out. If you let the timer run out, that you decline in that order, and they will ding your metrics. If you are on a scheduled block and you decide to let it run out like that, the timer, they will ask you, do you want to still dash or not? And they'll only give you like a minute to decide. So that is something you got to remember. And then Uber Eats, yeah, I mean, they have a timer too on it. It's the same type of thing as DoorDash. There's a timer. You can decide if you want to take it or not take it. But if you don't take it, you're going to hurt your AR. But I'm not really too worried about AR when it comes to Uber Eats, because I don't do Uber Eats that often. That's kind of the way it works with Uber Eats. But yeah, that's really about it as far as if it sanctions you. I mean, I haven't seen anybody get deactivated for a low AR, nothing like that. It's just if you don't complete the orders is when it hurts you, or if you're rude to a customer complains about you. That's on any app. They can deactivate you. All right. Hopefully they answer your question. See what the next question is. This is from SKA Punk again. He said, do you really make money on these apps, or you just survive on these apps? What do you say? And let me know. So I do it part-time. There's some weeks I only do it 10 hours, and there's some weeks I might do it 20 hours. So the first week of October I did it. I just did Walmart Spark. And I was off work that week because the kids were on fall break. So I kind of just went and did some Walmart Spark to see how much I can make. And I worked about 22 hours and made a little over $500 and some dollars. But you got to take away your gas too. So my gas was probably like $100 or so. So I probably made a little over $400 that week. You got to take out taxes on top of that. So whatever your deductible is at that point from using your tracker, I'll know that at the end of the year. So probably all together, I probably made maybe $350 maybe for 22 hours. So to me, I couldn't do this job full time because that'd only be like $700 to bring home. But to some people, it could be good money to them bring home. So it just all depends on where you're at in your finances, because I'm not my finances ain't the same as yours. My bills aren't the same as yours. So that's kind of the way it works. Can you make money? Yes, you can. I see people doing it full time all the time on here on YouTube. Content creators talk about it, or people on Reddit talk about it. I would suggest if you did do it full time, this is my suggestion, I wouldn't do it in a truck. I would do it in a smaller vehicle, especially if you're going to do full food deliveries. Now, if you do groceries, you might want to get like a van or something like that. But I definitely wouldn't do it in a truck full time. Absolutely would not do this job as a full time in a truck. So hopefully that answers your questions. Your question. If not, comment down below and say, hey, I need some more explanation on that. All right, so the last question, the Crimson Tide guy. All right, thank you, sir. So you were trying to push an idea of paying more gets more. Wrong. You just want more in your mind. Nice try. Laugh out loud. I'm happy not having your premium service that is less than CM fraction than a cheaper tip driver. Okay. So I get what you're saying. So this is referring to my video about should we call a tip actually a bid. So the reason why I made that video was because there's some few reasons. When it comes to the word tip, some people take it as a negative when they see that because they don't want to pay extra money for a tip. So I was thinking maybe if we called it a bid, the people would understand that maybe they could pay a little extra money to get a better driver because a better driver would want to take that order. That's the only reason why I was saying that. And also with the new laws when it comes to tips, a independent contractor isn't getting those tip reductions like a server would get in a restaurant. So I was just thinking maybe just get rid of the whole word tip because nowadays a lot of people just think of the word tip as being negative when actually it's not a negative thing. I mean, you're getting something delivered to you by a independent contractor that's using their own vehicle, their own gas, sometimes only making $2.50 for that order, which I understand we agree to that. But I was thinking maybe if we change it to the word bid, then if somebody tacks on an extra $5, then they're thinking that they would get more of a premium driver who has more experience. That's all I was saying. I wasn't saying it in a negative way as far as people to pay more. That's not what I was meaning. I was just meaning that they would know that they would get somebody with a higher AR because we would change the metrics with the higher AR. And then somebody with a better, because as a driver, you are graded on your delivery completions, on your customer satisfactions, and things like that. Where do you rank at with that? So I was just thinking maybe if they change it to a bid, that those people with a higher customer ranking and a higher metrics when it comes to orders completed opportunity, to where they could get that bid over somebody who has a lower grade when it comes to their AR, with their metrics, when it comes to their customer completions. That's all I was saying. I mean, if you don't want to pay extra money, you don't have to pay extra money. I mean, you can get that other person. That's fine. But I was just saying, just give us an opportunity. The ones that are doing this because they legitimately care. I mean, that's all I was saying. But thank you for the question. Hopefully that answers it. So that's it. All right. So thank you everyone for tuning into this and for asking the questions. And hopefully I answered them the best I could. If you want a little more insight of your questions, just leave a comment down below, and please like and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you on the next video. What's going on? So on my next video, I'll have completed my DoorDash and Spark challenge. So I'll see you then. Look for that video. Talk to you guys later. Let's go. Let's go.